So I'm gonna do this recording for the Divine Masculine. This is for my men that tune in, and I want to pull cards that resonate towards your particular situations. Oop, there's already cards jumping. Let's see what we have here. So someone is not making the choice because they feel like whatever women that is around them, they're not who they want to be with, and they're still trying to heal. This person is struggling from addictions, but they are feeling victorious. They feel as though, hold on, they have been betrayed in the past, and that betrayal had rocked their security as far as their finances were concerned. This individual is deciding not to explore their options because there is somebody that really basically hurt their ego with the way that they were coming across. They were coming across very cold. The person that was coming across very cold is basically approaches everything without the void of emotion. This person, it seems like there's two wounded individuals interacting with one another. This person who they've interacted with, they have walked away from addictions that they once was dealing with because they were being called on another type of journey in their life. And this person wants a true commitment. And they feel like the situations that they were in were like blocking their karmic outcome. Because we do share karmas with others. When we link with other people, we also carry their karmic energy as well. So if you have good karma coming to you and you're aligned with somebody with negative karma, you're not going to get all that is due to you. They might not go through as much negativity because you're standing away, but all that is due to you won't come in because you have yourself tied up in that type of energy. Okay, masculine. So right now you feel like, there's a protest between you. And it feels like in the situation, someone always had their hand out asking for help. And they wasn't being reciprocal in the situation. They were behaving as what we will call a homosexual. That's someone that wants to get in a relationship just to so they won't be homeless. All right, and they feel like that the woman that they're involved with is not going to bring them the security that they're looking for. So this person is looking for taking a new leap of faith. In the past, this person struggled financially, but now they're like regaining hold of their finances. And this person doesn't want to be single anymore. They're ready to put away all of the mental anguish that they've been suffering. And they kind of know who they want to be with. Tell me something about this person that they want to be with. Okay, so in the past, this person has been heartbroken, and they don't want to deal with energy that is non-committal. And in the past, this person has struggled in relationships because they weren't bringing long-term security. They were planting seeds, but it was like it was not bearing fruit. So this individual in the past was struggling with obstacles. But now this person wants their ultimate emotional fulfillment. And they don't want things to end too. So it seems like you might have been in some type of situationship with this individual, but things did not pan out right. But things are like, and someone walked away from something that they emotionally was invested to, and they really didn't want to. But this person felt like they needed to be a family person. They wanted to be that ideal father, getting the Father's Day gift that is well received. And not just because they birthed the child, but actually because they put in the work to create that. In the past, there was a power struggle involved in this situation. And the person was not feeling as confident. But this person's luck is changing because the karmic wheel is starting to turn in their life. And this person is feeling victorious. Okay, so maybe this person is starting a business, or there's something like their coin is slowly building, and they're building it from the ground up, whatever they're dealing with. In the past, this person struggled with making a choice because they realized that whatever choice they would make, it could have a permanent influence. But now this person is coming out of their head. They could not find evidence that the person who they truly desired was who they wasn't who they thought they would be. So this person, they only have a little bit to offer, and so that's why they cut out relationships. Not because they didn't care, or not because you didn't care. It's because you felt like you did not have the security to build that foundation. So you decided to withdraw your energy. Now, this individual is no longer crying over spilt milk, and they're letting go of all of that past hurt, deception, the lies, the envy, all of the stuff that they were going through in the past, because this person was stuck on their shadow self in a previous situation, but now they're coming out of that space. They had to end partnerships because they knew that the person that they truly had their eyes on was not going to allow them to have their cake and eat it too. In other words, they wasn't going to partake in a relationship that had more than two parties involved. And that is not only as far as building, but they also as far as gossiping and talking about things like that. So this person in the past did not know clearly what they want. And that's why they couldn't bring what they wanted into existence. Because if you don't know what you want, the universe is just going to keep throwing people in until you figure it out. And so this person did not have a clear idea of who they were. So they definitely did not know what they wanted to attract. So now we have this individual who is like no longer wants to feel defensive. They want to move forward, because in the past they felt victorious, even though they was dealing with certain handicaps in life. They realized that they had to pull back so they could build real security within themselves, and it was like in the past they were other people was getting credit for their work. What comes to mind is there's this old show that I used to watch with my grandmother called This Old House. And it was a show with Bob Vila and this guy named Norm. Norm was a carpenter. He did all of the work, but basically Bob Vila, since he was the host, had got all of the credit. And so you're feeling like you're tired of living in behind other people's shadows. And you are ready to step up into this relationship, and because you feel like this one will bring longevity. In the past, there were people, like someone might have been questioning their sexuality, or someone around them was like trying to interfere with the situation because they were attracted to you, and it was another male attracted to you. So they were like throwing sand in your gears in regards to this commitment. So now, so communication was cut off between you and this individual, and you're feeling that people are laughing at you because of things not working out between you and this individual. You feel like all of your flaws have been magnified. So that's what made you not want to move forward. Even, you were juggling in the past situations, but there was some secrets revealed about your true heart's desire and how much of a ladies' man you were. And this right here created a situation where you no longer had choices, because people started making choices for you. Since you couldn't decide what you wanted, they were like, you know what, I'm going to decide for you and walk away. Right now, you're trying to regain your balance emotionally, spiritually, psychologically, and you really don't want things to end, but you don't know how to move forward since so much things were said negatively about the situation, you don't know how to bring it back together. So things just fell apart in your situation. And now you're ready to come out of that place. Now, although you don't feel like right now that you can offer things for long-term security, you know that this person is who you want to settle down with. You know, you want that family with this individual. You want that loyalty. You want those children. You want all of those things that go into a fulfilling relationship. So now we have someone who is happy that they're getting emotional fulfillment. They're looking back on their past and they're realizing that, you know, they suffered a lot in this situation. And that led them to decide not to speak right now. This person's intuition is telling them that they need to focus on their children. Once they do that, then they could go back to this commitment. But right now, because, you know, offer that was rejected in the past will be accepted, but you have to work up the courage and get rid of the people that are causing the betrayal in your life, you know? And so, because you feel like there's a lot of bad luck that you've encountered, and now you're trying to look at things differently. You're taking the time to really analyze your environment and see all of the things that contributed to what you're currently going through. You're ready to explore. You're ready to move on because you really pinpointed exactly what it is that was creating the problems. And you want to stop arguing and bickering. And although you aren't moving forward, you know, you have a clear idea of where you want to go. Okay, so let's pull some advice for you from the Alice in Wonderland Oracle deck. Okay, let's shuffle some because we just used these cards in the previous read. So I want to make sure we got the energies. Okay, clock time in reverse. Lead the way in reverse. All must have prizes. Okay, so clock time in reverse. Time, pressure, and a rush. Refusing to meet a deadline. Procrastination and avoidance. Feeling overwhelmed with responsibility. Giving up on dreams. Making no progress. Being too slow. Staying still when movement is needed. This reminds me of a closed mouth does not get fed. There's an opportunity that's being presented to you, and the only reason why it's not happening is because you are refusing to do what is necessary to bring it in. Lead the way. Be a leader. Show others how it's done. You can help others. Alice led the way, and a whole party swam to the shore. Refusing to take charge. Letting your emotions overwhelm you. Wanting to tell others what to do, but being afraid to in case you get it wrong. Feeling you are too emotional to take charge. Avoiding responsibility. Fear of failing others and of letting yourself down. Discouraging others from relying on you. So basically you're dropping out of the race. You're giving up. You don't feel that you have what it takes to bring things into fruition in your life. All must have prizes. This is the issue. Trying to please everyone. At last, the dodo said, everyone has won and all must have prizes. But who is to give the prizes? Quite a chorus of voices asked. Why, she, of course, said the dodo, pointing to Alice with one finger. And a whole party at once crowded round her, calling out in a confused way, prizes, prizes. While it seems like a lovely message, how wonderful for everyone to have won and to have prizes. There is a hidden shadow to this card. For there is no winning if all have won, and there is no prize if all have acquired the same thing. In other words, there does not seem to have been a test of excellence here, merely an exercise which seems to have tested people. But at the end of the day, they will all get the same reward. This card could come to those who are tasked with evaluating the work of others and are trying to choose who has done well. It could come to parents, to teachers, and judges. This card can also come to those who wish to please everyone and do not wish to fall out of favor. Thus, they will proclaim that everyone has done very well and offer prizes to each and all to avoid the discomfort of true assessment. It is hard to have to decide to make a choice and to know to whom a victory belongs. It is challenging to be discerning. We often prefer to be like the dodo, trying to make sure everyone is happy. When this card comes, consider the choices you have before you. Is it best to reward everyone in the same way, even if some have offered more than others? Is it better to reward those who have excelled, even though effort or either through effort or talent? Would you prefer just to give prizes to all and keep everyone happy? These are your choices at present, and it's up to you to decide which is best. Trying to keep everyone happy, treating everyone as equals, and rewarding those who have not worked hard. Playing nice, wanting to please. An inability to choose who or what is best for you. Trying to be fair, but avoiding difficult decisions is not fair on yourself. Maintaining illusions to avoid disappointing others. The story that comes to mind whenever I pull this card is the little red hen. Now, remember the little red hen. She taught us a very valuable lesson. She taught us that everybody doesn't deserve prizes. If they haven't put in the work to receive those prizes shouldn't be given. So this is what I'm saying to you. Make an honest assessment of the people around you. Are they truly worthy of what you're giving them? If not, you need to go and reevaluate your prize giving. Okay? So this completes my video for today for the Divine Masculine. Make sure you subscribe and hit that like button if you like to see more of these videos. And I will be back at a later time. Enjoy your wonderful day.